What's happening, everybody? This is Mike at Mike's Total Dragon Channel, and today we are going to do a review of Savage Dragon number 14. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it. So right here on the cover, we've got Savage Dragon facing off against Vanguard with Star, the wannabe Glory Hound vigilante lurking in the background. So let's see what Erik Larsen has planned for us in this issue. And as always, our creator, writer, penciler, inker extraordinaire, Erik Larsen. Now, this is not deja vu. This is the exact same page that we had on the intro to our last book. Another shot of Lieutenant Frank Darling in an elevator with his big honking gun. Headed up to arrest Overlord. But we know that it's not the real Frank Darling. We know that it's one of Vanguard's robot morphing droids. But didn't we see that get annihilated last issue? Overlord surprised just as much as we are. What? It's Frank Darling again. Didn't you kill him twice? Overlord said, "I've had enough. I'm done with you." He blasts the robot morphling thing. Blast, continuing to, and it will not die. Instead of it getting obliterated, it ends up jumping out the window. Overlord tells Skullface, "I have a mission for you." And we cut the dragon with his girlfriend, Rapture. Them having some after hours activities here. Rapture, known for her active libido, I guess you could put it tactfully. Dragon's beeper goes off. That goes to show you just how old this comic book is. He's getting a page that something's going on. Meanwhile, somebody in the apartment staring at Dragon. Dragon arrives on the scene to see Star fighting Vanguard. But we slowly realize, or soon realize, that's not really Vanguard. They morph into the dragon, which lets us know that that's the morphling droid that jumped out of the window that had attempted to arrest Overlord. So it's on the rampage, fighting and attacking everything in sight. It's morphed off multiple limbs. Everyone's trying to take it down, proving to be ineffectual. Dragon lands a real solid punch, knocks it out. We've got a poster right here in the middle. The Deadly Duo. Now, these are two more characters that Erik Larsen created when he was a kid, and we've seen them pop up in Freak Force. They had their own miniseries. I think they've shown up in Dragon maybe once or twice. Kid Avenger, he's basically kind of like a Booster Gold type guy. He's from the future. He has a suit of armor. He's traveled to the past. I think this is Killcat. He's kind of like a Glory Hound vigilante, you know, kind of obnoxious, stuck on himself, wants headlines. Both of them are kind of like comedic characters. So Vanguard arrives on the scene. and lets Dragon know that's the exact same android that you took to arrest Overlord. It's him. Meanwhile, She-Dragon, she's lurking in the background. She had a very unhealthy crush / obsession with Dragon, and we see that she still got eyes for him. She's hanging out on the scene, kind of hanging out in the background. Meanwhile, this firefighter here has managed to pull somebody out of a building. Police officer Alex Morgan introduces herself to him, and they talk about having some coffee. We cut back to this scene at the police station with the old lady who really believes that her son Rodney is a dragon just because her son Rodney had a green mohawk and Dragon has a green fin. So she's on the television crying and hollering and throwing a fit about missing her baby. Meanwhile, here on the next page, the guy goes, "Hey Rodney, isn't that your mom?" Rodney's up in the trap house or something. Looks like he's hasn't been paying attention to what's been going on in the world. Meanwhile, Dragon calls Frank Darling up and lets him know that the mutants and the mob know that Darling is alive and that he's no longer safe. On the TV here, we see Peter Clapton mysteriously vanished again today, who we know him as the alter ego of Star. Frank hasn't even had a chance to get out of Dodge yet before he's confronted by the freak mob. Dragon arrives on a possible crime scene. We've got some really cool multiple grid action here. Kind of sets the tempo of him kind of staking out the joint, walking around, and then we see a single solitary worm falls off the banisters here at the top, lands on the back of Dragon's neck. Dragon screams, and then we see right here Dragon has become possessed. Now that worm that has possessed the Dragon is the same one that we saw on Shrew and the same one that we saw on Mace in a previous issue. So we know this is not a good thing because Dragon's the most powerful freak in Chicago, and now he is going to be on a rampage. So that's a wrap up of this issue. Then we'll cut back here to the back. Advertisement for Deadly Duo #1. The legendary Dragon letter page. I really wish we had letter pages like this in today's comics, but I guess with the internet, it's not much of a need for them. You can see all this on, you know, any Reddit or Instagram or whatever. Some fan art here. Then we've got a description of the next issue. Possessed Part 2. Our hero just goes plain nuts. Be here, won't you? We will. So that was issue number 14 of Savage Dragon. He has become possessed by an evil worm, and now he's going to be on the rampage. So we'll tune in next issue, see how that pans out. You guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.